It's not a walkthrough, playthrough, review, anything like that. It's just me playing the game badly so you can see what it looks like. Okay then, this is another Activision versus Atari thing. I'm looking at, well, will be looking at the console versions of this game. This is Battlezone. It's on the Atari Anthology. I just thought I'd look at this first because I love it. It's doing a fair impression of what you would have seen if you looked through the periscope, oh shit, on the arcade cabinet. There were a couple of versions of the cabinet. One was just a normal stand-up thing with a big screen, and you looked at it much like any other arcade cabinet, but there was the big stand-up thing with the periscope kind of viewfindery thing that you looked through to see the screen, which was great if you were the person playing the game, but kind of naff if you were watching someone else play it, because you couldn't really see what was going on. You had to look through these little side windows, and it was all a bit limiting. But if you were the one playing it, it was immersive. It was great. I'm doing very badly here. It's great on the PS2 Atari Anthology because it does use the twin analog sticks, where on earlier versions, say for the PS1 and other systems like the Game Boy Advance, you didn't have that. You could either use the D-pad, which was not remotely authentic, or D-pad and face buttons, which sort of worked but just didn't feel right. So here it is, using the oh god, PS2 pad in a manner that is authentic and makes it great fun to play. Oh. This was the first game I ever played that had real proper 3D environment and the vector graphics. Well, I'd seen vector graphics before on things like Asteroids, and there was sort of simulated 3D on Speed Freak, that driving game that I did videos of, and it's the video that appears in my intro. Where is this geezer? I feel very dead. Okay. You can turn off the art on here if you just want a big screen full of the game graphics and none of the artwork. You can do that, which is a really cool thing with this compilation, because, you know, it's like, how close to the arcade game do you want it to feel? And you know, some games had artwork that affected the atmosphere as, oh dear, as you played the game, like this does, where other ones it's just like, meh, so what. I like it, just having the options. Sometimes you want the art and sometimes you don't. How many tanks have I got? Am I on my last tank? I probably am. Where is this geezer? Come on, which way are you going? Yay. The downside with having the art turned on like this is the game screen itself is smaller. But on some of the games that makes a difference, and on some it doesn't. On here, it doesn't really seem to matter. I'm gonna die. Oh dear. Oh, I didn't die. Bugger. Now I'm gonna die. Oops. Oh, how am I not dead? Anyway, I should stop, really, so we can get to the important bit, which is showing the Atari and Activision versions of this game on the Atari 2600. Ah, there we go. Well, I've got another life left, but I'm not going to use it. That is Battlezone, the arcade game. Let's move on to the home console experience and see how it compares. Okay then, this is Battlezone for the Atari 2600. This is on the Atari Anthology. I do have it on a proper Atari 2600 cartridge, and I love it. But it's near enough. Viewing it like this is actually a little bit too clear. But the gameplay is there. It's right. Oh, this is my favourite Atari 2600 game. So that kind of renders the rest of the video fairly irrelevant, really. Yeah, don't expect unbiased video and opinion and stuff here, because you won't get it, and you never have, and you should probably know that by now. But I love this game. I used to play this for hours. It isn't really authentic in regards to how it compares with the actual arcade game. You got none of the obstacles or anything like that. It's just you and tanks and flying things. And the flying things are a bitch. And you can evade the bullets from the enemy tanks quite easily, and but not always. And basically, as soon as they're off the screen, they're harmless. They're not. Get their bullet off the screen, and it's not going to hurt you. Oh dear. Which it allows for some completely different tactics compared with the arcade game, but it's still fun. Oh, alright, they can shoot at you from off screen. Alright, ignore what I just said. We'll have another go. But something about this game, it is just great fun. I mean, it was the nearest you could get to a 3D environment on the 2600 that I'm aware of. Other things maybe did. Star Raiders, was it, or stuff like that, were sort of 3D spacey type games. But just something about this, it fulfilled my craving for a virtual 3D world back then. I mean, this was as near as you were going to get to Battlefield 3 or 4 or something, you know. You were on a 3D battlefield, more or less. Slightly less, really, but you know. This was as good as it was going to get back then, in my opinion, at that time. Though, coming up in a minute, we have the Activision competition, which is RobotTank. I didn't play it back in the day. I've only actually played it once. So it has a tough challenge if it's going to live up to this, in my opinion. But I know that there are people who prefer it. So am I going to get it? It's at a disadvantage. Nostalgia and just my general love of this game. You know, like I say, don't expect this to be unbiased. But we'll give it a look anyway and see in a moment, because I'm having fun. Arse. Yeah, this could go on for ages. Let's load that one up and see how it plays. Okay then, this is the Activision equivalent. This is RobotTank. Oh, who the hell fired? Oh, you bastard. Yeah, so we've got detail. Oh, bugger. We've got detailed stuff. And speed. That's something Battlezone didn't have. Speed. It was a slow plodding game, which I liked. We have a fast tank, we have fast enemies, we have guided missile. Oh dear. Go. Oh, bugger. Switching to reserve tank. Okay, whatever. How many reserve? Go away. I don't. Oh, there. Yeah. I mean, this has lots of other. Jesus. There's stuff going on here that doesn't happen in Battlezone, but I'm not... Jesus. It's quite frantic. Go away. Yeah, sod. How? And I don't know what that means. Oops. You seem to be able to take more than one hit, which is a good thing because I'm taking lots of them. And you play at night as well, which is... Oh! Jesus Christ. Yeah. Come on, get on with it. Rain. Great. Okay. Do you have to stop the gameplay when that happens? I don't really... What the bloody hell? Ah, we got one. Yeah. Well, I guess my oh Jesus, my screen is trashed. Ah. Mission ended. Yes. Okay, we'll have another go, I guess. When I work out how. Please, give me more. That would appear to be it. Right. Hey, I got one. Miracles happen. There's another one. I mean, it is very much a... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, you guide your missiles, keep your crosshair on the enemy and you'll hit him. I guess maybe it might be easier if I wasn't, oh dear, going forwards all the time. So I try and play it differently perhaps and just, you know, spot them and then... Oh! Bugger off! I don't know about this. It is a very, very... Oh, Jesus. It's a very different game. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't complete a sentence with these bastards doing this. Just go away. My radar's broke. Everything is broke. Yeah. You take damage. I mean, shit. I guess that's what that R stands for. It's radar, and my radar is clearly broke. I don't know what all the other stuff stands for. I'm going to guess T might be tracks. I don't know. C, who knows? What is the V? Viewfinder? Perhaps my viewfinder's broke. It certainly seems to be. Or vision. That's definitely broke. No idea. C is probably cannon. I guess if your C starts flashing, you can't fire as much. Perhaps. I'm guessing. I have an instruction manual, but I'm damned if I can be bothered to read it. What's that? 1 day, 6 hours? Perhaps that's kind of novel. I've got a lot of spare lives. Are they? No? Are they kills at the top and lives down the bottom? I have no idea. Bugger off. Or are they how many I've got left to kill? I don't know. Stuff. Gotcha. Yeah, I think they're kills, aren't they? It's an interesting game. It's not immediately accessible in the way the Battlezone is. It has a certain frantic nature to it. The whole bobbing up and down as you drive along, I think, is cool. But there is a whole what the bloody hell is going on element to this that you don't get in Battlezone, and in that game you know what you're doing. Here I'm like, what the hell? I mean, should I shoot that? Should I avoid it? I don't know. Avoiding it is probably a good idea, but can you shoot it? Is that a strategy? A viable strategy? Oh, Jesus. Just go away. Yeah, C is definitely cannon. Gotcha, you sod. The power of speech, I'd say that so often, is gone. Yeah, I think I died. Oh, we have a reserve tank. Sounds like, I mean, reserve. Normally you talk about reserve tanks and you're talking about fuel, not a spare Sherman. Bugger off. It just feels a little bit too hard to avoid their fire. Or even if avoiding their fire isn't a strategy that you would be aiming for. I don't know. It's odd. Mission ended. Well, yeah. To me, the result, the Activision versus Atari result, is going to be the one that I thought it would be. And I will hold my hand up and say I am biased here. You will not get an unbiased opinion. I love Battlezone. And this, to me, is a different kind of game. And kudos to Activision for not just ripping off Battlezone. They've tried to do something different with it, to make it a different gaming experience. They've achieved that. It is a very different gaming experience based on a similar concept. You've got a tank in a 3D kind of battlefield, but the experience is completely different. It is not... Battlezone is all about good positioning within a 3D space. This is all about speed and reactions and chaos. It's the chaos of the battlefield. You don't know what the hell's going on. What should you do? It's like charge in there, firing and pray. It's different. Some people will prefer that. I don't. Give me Battlefield. Battlefield? Yes, give me Battlefield. But if I can't have that, give me Battlezone. Because it's the game that I grew up with. And I love it. And it plays in a way that I like. I suppose, actually, it's like the difference between Call of Duty and Battlefield. Call of Duty, Robot Tank is Call of Duty, multiplayer. You're just racing around, kill, 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 kill. Die, spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn. No time to think, find them, shoot them. Battlefield multiplayer is much more strategic. You've got space, you've got time to think. Stalk the guy and shoot him without him even seeing you, kind of thing. It's different, and that is Battlezone here. Yeah, that's my opinion. Take it with a pinch of salt if you like, because I am biased. That'll do though. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up button. I upload videos daily, so go ahead and hit subscribe if you'd like to see more. To all those who've already subscribed, I'd just like to say a great big thank you.